Hello, and welcome to Devos and Doodles. This is Monday, May 19th, 2025, and I had a wonderful weekend. I hope you did too. I want to start off class by lettering some names. We just opened our tribe, and we are looking for new members. Would love to have you check into it. And so I am going to letter some of the members as y'all pop on because it's fun to letter, isn't it? It's fun to letter names, especially names. Um, Let me go back and add some downstrokes to this. I would love to hear about your weekend as you come in. Go ahead and leave a comment where you're from and maybe something about this weekend. Did you do anything fun? Mine was so fun. I want to wait until like everybody's on so I can tell you, but it was so amazing. And it was longer than just the weekend. I got to go at on Thursday. It was so fun. And then on Thursday, did anybody watch my class that I did on teaching how to hand letter on gift bags? That is going to be on the YouTube channel. So be looking for your email about that. We'll give you a link to make it easy for you to watch. Okay, we've got Audrey. Y'all, Audrey, I met her on Facebook Messenger, and are you here, Audrey? Anyway, she does the coolest thing I've been meaning to show y'all with her scriptures that she writes. Okay. Or wait, no, she bought my scriptures, I'm sorry, off of Etsy, and she printed them out on a baby tiny little printer. She was on a mission trip and she printed these scriptures out, and it was on like little sticker paper, like a little thermal printer. So they could just put it on them or what. It was the cutest thing to see these kids have all these little scriptures on them. And they love stickers anyway. Kids do. Who's here? Hi, Christy. Your daughter graduated from high school on Saturday. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. And turned 18. Y'all had a wild and fun weekend, I guess, right? Eileen is here. Hello, Eileen. And there's Debbie. Oops, sorry. I'm not good at clicking. Weekend was very cold. You're in Canada, right? You might have to remind me. It's our first long weekend of the season and too cold to enjoy. Even your plants are hiding in the bathroom. Oh, you too. Diana's here. Be looking for your name if you're a new tribe member. I'm lettering some names. And I know some of you are like, when am I going to get my digital stamper? When am I going to get my traceable? They're coming. I want to do them all at the same time. I letter them all at the same time. So, hello. We had a fun weekend. We went to Nationals Dance Camp. I'm putting fun weekend in there because it had to be fun, right? I bet it was. There's Melissa. April went to a festival, a lilac festival. Oh, that sounds amazing. We have, where's April's here? Oh, Jackie's here too. We have Tammy. Tammy's from Michigan. We're from all over, y'all. And if you haven't met me officially, I'm Christy Darty. I teach hand lettering and doodling with a focus on faith. I love to letter scriptures. My membership is open right now, and so I have had some new members sign up. So I'm just doing some hand lettering as you come on before we do Devos and Doodles. And I wanted to tell you about my weekend. Okay, so it's so hard for me to talk and letter, y'all. I want to do this. I just want to look at you in the face. I want to hold your face and say, listen to what I did, because I get so excited. But I get to do that with Jenny sometimes, my assistant, who's in the background today. Jenny, some of you know Jenny. She is my Facebook manager. And if you've just joined, then she may have reached out to you or tagged you in the Facebook group. I think we've had a couple of people join since she made a welcome post. I'm not sure. So make sure you look around for that welcome post. And anyway, so this weekend I was invited to go to something called BellaCon 2025. You joined! Yay! I'm so glad. Oh, she's saying join today. She's a member. Sorry. The ANK throws me. So sometimes I can't figure out whose names are on here because of that. I don't know why. And then, ANK creates. I'm like, I wish it would tell me like real name and like business name or whatever name it is that you guys are showing up with. Sometimes you have your husband's name and I'm like, oh. Now, Christy, I know Christy is not Todd, it's Christy. But sometimes if it says Todd Christy, I'm like, is it Todd? April, thank you for reminding me. She's been a member for a while. So fun. Okay, but this weekend I was invited to BellaCon. Tell me in the comments if you've ever heard of Bellicon. It's a magazine and an event and all the things. And these people, I had no idea what I was getting myself into in a good way, but they invited me to come to this weekend retreat to teach online to students, okay, to their event. And so I had no idea I was going to be in the room with all these like people that have been in the craft industry for 30, 40 years. I mean, like, these people know their way around. Okay. They know about every craft there is and all the amazing supplies to use with it and all the things. So, I felt like I was in the room with some celebrities. Y'all know how that feels, right? So when I got there, I got to meet some people. Oh, I got to tell y'all a funny story, maybe if I have time. It's kind of embarrassing, actually. But I taught my classes. It was really good. We set up everything. If you saw my Instagram stories, if y'all watched that, then you might have seen that. But on my Instagram stories, I showed where we set up cameras and umbrellas and all the lighting and everything in the kitchen on the bar. And that's where all the instructors went live. So we were together, the instructors, for the retreat, but the students were online, and it was a neat dynamic, and it was fun for them to see all the teachers together as well, because usually it's the opposite. Oh, April, could you I just had such a blast. I had such a blast. You're a celebrity too. Lori, you're so funny. You're so funny. Y'all look at people on the screen and you're like, no, I ain't nobody special. But thank you. That's sweet. It was just so, and there's so many like God wink moments. You know how that is. That's just super special. And let me go ahead and write another name. Is Naomi here today? Or Naomi, sorry. Naomi. I guess there's different ways to say it. There we go. Y'all want to hear my story? I don't know if it'd be funny to you. Jenny, would my sock story be funny to them? Okay. I told her already. So imagine you are at this retreat and you're teaching crafting classes, and I come in and I meet you, right? And your name's Amanda. You're just, you need to remember that. Your name's Amanda. And we have a great weekend with everybody there. There's like 7, 8, 9 instructors. And like we stay there together. Like we are, it's sharing beds. Like we're getting close, right? But we don't know each other that well. Like, we're from different states, California, like all over the map. And hold on, I can't concentrate. So I had a birthday party to go to when I came home yesterday. And on my way home, I wanted to stop at Buc-ee's. If you don't know what Buc-ee's is, oh my, tell me in the comments, yes, if you know what Buc-ee's is. If you don't know what Buc-ee's is and you have a chance to go, you've got to go. I took my friend, some of you know, We Can Make That, Shelly Ontis. And Shelly, she had never been, and we had to take her to Buc-ee's, which is the biggest gas station, I'm going to assume, in the world. I don't know. But we were shopping, and I found these socks, and they were so cute. In fact, I'm thinking about carrying them in my Etsy shop. Well, I don't think I could carry my Etsy shop on my website because they're not handmade. But yes, it is experience. Debbie says, yes. You've never been, Eileen. If you get near it, you got to go to the bathroom first because they have the best bathrooms. And if you're traveling, you'll be traveling, right? But y'all, it is its own destination. It's like you could make that your vacation. So here I am shopping. In fact, look what I bought. Jenny, look what I bought. I haven't shown you this thing. I don't even have a baby to give this to, except Jenny does. So maybe her baby, maybe her grandbaby might want to wear this. We'll see. Anyway, I bought this for a few reasons. I have several friends having babies. And no, that's a lie. We are 50-something years old. I have several friends having grandbabies. And so I bought one on the way there. And on the way back, I bought 2. That's how bad. You know why I wanted 3? Because Jenny has a grandbaby. My friend Tiffany has a grandbaby. And one day I hope to have a grandbaby. If not, guess what? Cricket or Twiggy would look good in this. But I really did get inspired by this, and I'm going to do a card. Like, I'm going to do a class on this, on how to make a card that says this, not with a onesie, but just anybody's heaven sent, right? Anybody who does something really sweet for you is heaven sent. So I think it's so cute. But anyway, the socks that I got, I don't have them with me. I should have brought them in here, but I bought me a pair too. It says, y'all need Jesus, real sarcastic and Southern. And if you don't get that, you may not be Southern, but y'all is our term that we use for everything, and then need Jesus. It's kind of like, bless your heart. Y'all need Jesus. Like we're judging, but in a funny way. So I got me some. They're so cute. And I got her some. And I started thinking, she's very, very tiny. Like she wears some children's clothing. And so I thought, well, I don't want to give her something that's too big. That I don't want to do that. So I know it's a weird question, but I texted her and I said, Amanda, this is my friend and Tyler that I'm going to her party, remember? And I said, Amanda, this is a strange question, but what size socks do you wear? And then I said, or shoes. Okay. I got a reply pretty quickly and it said, well, I wear a size 7 and LOL, I don't know about socks because I didn't know they came by sizes. So I was like, the way she responded didn't sound exactly like my Amanda, but okay. So I get to the party. My Amanda is opening presents. Okay. And I said, when she got to mine and she said, I love my socks. I said, did you think that text was weird? And she goes, what do you mean? I said, the one I texted you this morning. And she goes, I didn't get a text. I said, yeah, I texted you this morning in front of everybody. I mean, there's like a dozen people in there. She's pulling up her phone. She's looking. She's like, nope, I don't have a text from you. And then I had to look at my phone because I know I'm right. And I look and I go, oh, new Amanda thinks I want her sock size. Now that's weird. That was weird. So anyway, I had to say, I promise you, I'm gonna have to send her a picture with my friend holding the socks. That's just why. So y'all, imagined you were Amanda in the beginning that I had just met, and all of a sudden you get this random text that we've never texted before, and it says, "What's your socks size?" I don't know. It's a little weird, and in front of everybody at the party. Oh dear, I know, Lori. So that was comical. That happened. That definitely happened. Okay, maybe later I'll be able to letter a few more names, but I want to do a giveaway today. So hang out till the end, and this is what I'm going to give away. If you have it already, then we can talk, and we'll let you pick out something else. But this is my faith-based small brush lettering cheat sheets. So I recommend using, and you will also get a pen with it, the brush pen that goes with it. Look how pretty. They match. Isn't that pretty? Anyway, this is a flexible tip in case you don't know. It's perfect for beginners. I'm going to be giving these two things away. Why is this book special? Because do you see the two-tone lettering? It's called cheat sheets because you're kind of cheating. You're cheating on where to, in a good way, on where to transition. So you'll know, like with the B, it's kind of hard to see, but like in person, it's really easy to see. There's a pink line and a purple line. The pink line you're going to make really thin, and the purple line you're going to make thick. So I can do a little sample right here and show you what I mean. Oh, I had so much fun teaching this weekend. I'm going back to the basics, y'all. We haven't done the basics in so long, and I am here for it. Okay, so heavy down, light up. If you haven't done any lettering, it's hard to see because it's right on top of the same color. Heavy down, light up, and I'm so far away. But I'm just going to give you an example here. But look, and you can do that too. And all you need is the book, tracing paper. How about I throw a few sheets of tracing paper in here as well? That always makes it nice, right? To have the things that you need. So this will be a giveaway at the end of class. And Jenny, can you please remind me of that? Okay. That would be amazing because I need reminders. I feel like there's another thing I was going to tell y'all before we got started. Oh, I do want to remind you. Okay, so if you have not joined and you're on the fence, today at 1, and even if you have joined or whatever, we are doing, after this class at 1 p.m., my time central. Okay, so it's 12:15. In 45 minutes, we're doing this class. I'm going to show you how to watercolor on top of the hymnal paper, and I'm going to show you how to use it on the iPad as well and add color. Both of those, you come for either one, but it's going to be all in the same class. So you've texted the wrong Aunt Joan before. That's so funny, Joanne. Oh, that's so funny. Lori, y'all need Jesus t-shirt. I know, right? See, here's what I want to carry socks because that fits most people. And how do you get in the class? You just come to Christy's Lettering Tribe and we'll be in there together. It's for the tribe members. So if you haven't joined, y'all, you have a chance. Jenny, do you mind putting that link up for them one last chance to join to get the bonus, okay? And the bonus is my red cover is what I call it, hand lettering and doodle workbook. That's going to be in digital form. You'll get that. And then you also get me. I will hand letter your name. and send it to you so you can have a traceable to practice your name. Or if you want it as a digital stamp, you can choose that and I'll send that to you. And I'll get those all done at the same time and send them out, but they're not quite ready yet, but they will be before too long. Okay, I think that's the announcements for now. Let's get started on our devotional. Let's see. Jenny, do you want to, are you good or you want to come up? Well, you don't have the other camera.
Let me see if I can.
Oh, there you are.
It's not.
She's having technical difficulties today.
I don't know how to get. It's not working with me today, so
That's
I'm
okay.
just gonna have to be off camera.
That's okay. That's okay.
Okay.
Perfectly okay. Okay, thank you. All right. Well, while she's back in the background, y'all can always ask questions. She's there for that. And I am going to grab my phone. Ooh, I didn't know you was going to see this mess over here. A little pile of junk. Nobody wants to look at that. Hang on. I usually do this. Okay. I'm going to pull up. If you're brand new and you don't know what we're doing, Devos and Doodles is a free devotional that I get from the YouVersion, well, the Bible app, okay? It happens to be the YouVersion brand, I guess, to make sure you get the right one, because a lot of them look alike to me. And we're on lesson 5. You can pick up wherever we are, anytime. And you can go back and watch the replays up to 30 days. Lori says you can draw on the ceiling. Okay, so here we are, day 5. This, and the study we're doing right now is called I Searched for Justice But Found Love. And right after I get finished, I'll do a little bit of lettering. And then Jenny usually does it with me, but today, like I said, it's a bad take day at the Marta house. So what is forgiveness? I feel like we need to take a moment. You know, when we start the devotional, let's start with a word of prayer. Heavenly Father, we come to you. And we just thank you for a deep breath. Sometimes that's what we need to get through the day, just to be reminded. And what is it that when we breathe out that we say? Oh, your name, Lord. It's so precious. We're so thankful. And Lord, I just ask you to be with us as we go through this devotional together. And I thank you again as we can come together from all over the world. That is just amazing. It's such a blessing. I'm still in awe every time I think about it. And be with those who are hurting today, Lord. In your name I pray. Amen. Okay. Quick little prayer. And Jesus said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. This is from Luke 23:34. So does that sound familiar? If you're familiar with the Bible stories, then I'm sure it does. What is forgiveness? It's not that difficult. That things are okay between me and the other person. The other person came to me and admitted his mistake and apologized. Well, I just forgave him, in a way at least. That's how it can work, but what if the other person doesn't come? Are you left with the pieces forever? By the way, apologizing seems very nice, but in fact, it's very different from asking for forgiveness. The latter is a question to which you can say yes or no, but if you say, I'm sorry, the other person thinks it's over for you. Sorry. What does it really mean? We see the purest form of forgiveness in Jesus on the cross. Imagine, he allowed himself to be crucified for you and me. He is stripped naked, hanging in shame. The soldiers play a game of sharing his clothes, and then Jesus prays, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Think about that for a minute. Do you see how incredible it is what is happening here? In this situation of pain, ridicule, shame, grief, Jesus thinks of forgiving without even being asked, without those soldiers showing any sign of guilt. Jesus is giving an example of what forgiveness is. How beautiful and amazing do you think that is? Is it too difficult and ambitious for you? After all, he was God. So you can go ahead and continue through here and read. All cried out to you can read or have someone read to you. Did you know that? You can hit play. And I like to do that. Sometimes I like to do both because the more you say it, the more you hear it, the more you speak it, it becomes part of who you are, right? Our scripture. And so that's why we love to write it by hand lettering it. Okay, and then you can leave a little comment if you want to on here. But I'm going to grab my iPad and draw today, or letter today on here for you. The iPad is nothing, there's nothing special about me using it today. It's just like a piece of paper. So you're not missing out if you don't have an iPad, right? What I teach, you can do either way. So grab your paper and a pen or an iPad. Okay, This is what our template looks like. Now, if you are brand new, just draw 12 squares. Just draw 12 squares and number them. And then when you get to number 5, that's what we're going to do right now. Okay, I'm going to do the scripture, Luke 23 and 34. Luke 23, 34. And that's the one that Jenny was simply going to letter on paper the verse, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. And guess what? Christy was going to do that too. So we were going to do the same thing. But it would be fun to see our different lettering. But maybe you can, next week when you come, Jenny, maybe she can show us what she did. But that's what I'm going to do too. And I'm just going to do what I love doing, mixing up my lettering styles. We're going to do some tall and skinny. We're going to do some wide and all the things. No, I don't know. Maybe a little bit. We'll see. Okay. We'll start with Jesus. We got to do that giveaway. Don't let me forget. I want to have plenty of time to get ready for my next class too. What do y'all think? Should I go live later today? I'm trying to make sure everybody has one last chance to join before the bonus goes away. And can you put that link one more time, or did you pin it to the top or anything? But I don't want y'all to miss, because I know what happens. We all get like busy. We get busy. So I'm going to do Jesus here, and then I'm going to put Father here. These are my more bold words that I want to stand out. And see how I'm doing this? Where how I cross that A, that's kind of different. Oh, nobody wants to see that word. How about that? That's better. And see how I'm crossing this, but I'm leaving this out a little bit. And I'm going to show you this one too. I'm going to also do that one. And we can go back and I think that's all I'm going to do on that one. And then a little bit further down in the middle-ish, I'm going to write the word not. Now, this is how I get started when I design. I like to start with my big words and then fill in the smaller words. The words that aren't as important. Now, I'm not saying they're not important, because forgive is on here, and that is probably the most one of the most important words, I mean, for what we're talking about, right? So I'm just saying that if it's do, the word do, and that kind of thing, I always make those smaller, right? Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to write and. I'm going to make my brush smaller because I love the difference in the thicknesses. Now, if I were doing this on paper, I would have 2 different size pens. Like I could write Jesus with this, and then I would write and with this. They have different tips. One's going to write bigger than the other. So this would write great for Jesus. This would write great for and, or the smaller words. Oh, your surgery went well. I'm so thankful to hear that, Candy. Amazing. Okay, here's our word forgive. And you might decide that you do want to do this bold or do something special about it. We could have just put the word forgive on here. Just made a huge forgive. That would have been kind of cool too. Forgive them. And we could also make it stand out whenever we color it. So I'm going to color it at the end, our last class. I'm going to color the whole thing to show you. Okay, forgive them, comma, for they know not what they do. If y'all participated this week in the Lettering in Faith workshop, thank you. I enjoyed myself thoroughly. It was so fun. We had such an amazing turnout of signups. I was like very flattered, and I had fun doing the projects, and I love seeing your work. So if you haven't posted your work in that group, we would love to see it. Love it, love it, love it. Now, I'm going to make this even small, this print even smaller. And the reason I can, I think, hang on. When I make it, well, anyway. When I make my screen bigger, usually I can, and this is pixelated, but once you make it smaller, depending on what you're doing with it, see, look at that. It's tiny. Yes, it matters, but sometimes it doesn't if you have to blow it up really, really big like this to see what you're doing. Let's see how it looks once I put it down here. There we go. It's a pixelated program. If anybody's thinking, what is that? Okay, and then I made these on different layers, and so I kind of want to move it up a little bit. Right there. Unfortunately, you can't do that on paper, right? I mean, there's tricks. You might could cut it out and move it like that. So there it is. There's today's scripture for Devos and Doodles. Are you ready for a giveaway? Anybody ready? So in the comments, I want you to type. You ready, Jenny? This is a terrible word. Should I say this word? It has to do with the book. What do y'all think the word is? I don't like it, but it's going to help you. It's going to help you. Remember? If you just popped on, you're like, what are you talking about? I'm giving away this book. I'm giving away some tracing paper, and I'm giving away a brush pen. What should we write? I was going to say this word. Okay, let's have them do that. Write that word in a good way. Cheat in a good way. So write that word if you want to be entered into the drawing, because I love saying it like that. I wish I had a beautiful accent. Debbie says cheat. Thank you, Debbie. You started it off for us. Anyway, this will be going to somebody's new home. If you write the word cheat, that means you want to be entered into the drawing and you want to get this shipped to your house. When we draw your name, we need you to email us and tell us your address so I can send it to you. If you prefer to have this in digital form, I have that and I can send it to you today. So I know Bonnie says never cheat. Y'all can put never cheat. I think it'll still show up, won't it? See, so the computer knows you're putting that word. Since you put that exclamation point, I don't know if it'll pick it up though. What do you think, Jenny? I don't know. So if you want to try again, Bonnie, you can. Okay. Cheat. Why do you think I chose that? I'll tell you why. Because most people aren't going to write that word just in their regular comments, and it's a better chance that it won't get mixed. It's hard to explain. Unless you're me, you may not know, or Jenny, you may not understand why. Okay, if you want to win this book, never cheat. There you go, Bonnie. There you go. I love that. All right, we are going to draw in 15 seconds. Are you going to be ready in 15 seconds? Okay, she's going to be ready in 15 seconds. And then we can't pull you up, though, to show, right, because of the camera. You think so? Oh, I'm right. Okay. So we can't pull it up, but she has this little spinning wheel that StreamYard, the program I'm using, does, and it spins around. And oh, you can do it. Hold on, I can't hear you. Do you have a...
You can... I can throw it up on the screen and they can watch because I've got the StreamYard tool.
It's always fun to do that. I forgot that you could get on this way.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody's ready. All right. Do I need to get off for you to do that?
Let me see. You probably can stay there. Share screen. Hang on. There we go.
I love giving away stuff. It's so fun. There we go.
You ready?
I'm embarrassed that we use that word.
Oh.
But it's on there. I'm sorry. Okay. StreamYard is going to pick a name. This is fun. We should do this every week. Melissa, if you already have this book, because I know you probably have a lot of my stuff, you are able to switch it out for something else. Just let me know. And if you'd rather have the digital copy of it, let me know. And I will get you that. I'm so glad you won. Yay. Y'all might have to remind me to do more giveaways. And I will do them. I'm so excited. I have some new markers coming out. I also have some markers
coming out.
Well, not my brand. Nobody's knocking down my door to get me to brand some markers, right? But I went to this. I didn't bring them in here, but I'll try to do that soon. I think I'm going to make a YouTube video on them. But they're all Crayola, which you can write, y'all, with just this marker. You can write beautiful with this marker. Cheap, there's nicer markers out there, but it's kind of fun to have, to just try different stuff. And so when I went to the store this weekend, I went to the real Walmart because I don't do in-store person stuff. I buy everything online. And this weekend, I realized that if you were here in the beginning, I was talking about I went with some instructors and we stayed together for the weekend. Anyway, they didn't have anything. They didn't have any markers or anything or paper to do what I was doing, and I didn't realize that I should provide that for them because I just didn't think that I didn't know how they did it. So I got up early, which I never do. I I went to Walmart, which I never do. And the reason I never do is because I ended up with a basket full of stuff, y'all. But I got some.
She sent me a picture. She said, "This is why I don't go in person," and it was.
But I really needed this. I have to drink my water, and I got a beach bag, and I was like, the reason I bought the beach bag is because it reminds me of my grandmother, because she would take me to summer camp, and when I would come to her house, I could pick which beach bag I wanted to use, and this just reminded me of her. I just had to have it. I don't know, but I went there for markers, and I did find several different sets of markers. If you're in my tribe, I'll show y'all one. I'll go get them and bring them in here and show you the different ones that I tried. But like some of them are smelly, some of them are color changing. It's just fun.
Smelly?
In
Like
a good way.
bad way?
I think they're in a good way. I didn't smell them all. I didn't smell. Anyway, if y'all haven't met Jenny, this is Jenny, and she's my assistant. So I'm so glad when she pops on. She brings me joy. We like to laugh together. We live in the same town 5 minutes away, so it's kind of fun that she gets to help me. I love it. Love it, love it. All right, I guess we're going to wrap up the class. I'm going to get ready for the next class. Now, if you want to sign up right this minute so you can be a part of the 1 o'clock class, I would not delay. Would you put the link one last time? Thank you. Click the link. I need to tell you this part. It's $37. As long as you stay in the membership, you will stay grandfathered in. Okay. But if you leave and come back, it may be a different price. What?
My screen. I can't put the comment. I can't do anything. This is crazy.
She's having a day. Well,
my computer's frozen and I can't change it. So that's just strange. I just need to shut it down and start all over for the next class.
That's what I have to do for sure all the time. It's so weird that they do that, but it makes me feel better because I'm not the only one. I've got the link right here. But I want to tell y'all a couple of things that I don't think I've mentioned. In my industry, the crafting industry, the people that I follow that kind of do what I do, that were trained the way I was trained, they're charging $47 a month. I have not gone up to $47 a month. There's a good chance next time I will. I don't know for sure, but I probably won't open the cart again until 2026. Thank you. Brittany's here too. So if you're on the fence, that should be enough for you to go ahead, because you don't have anything to lose. It's except $37, but you don't lose it because you're going to get a whole bunch of stuff. And here's a reminder for your bonus. And then this is what we're doing at 1 p.m. Click the link, sign up, and we will watch for your name and get you into the class in 30 minutes. Okay, guys. And if you don't get there in time, you'll get the replay. So that's fine too. Welcome all the new members. I haven't lettered all the names yet, but I am looking forward to it. I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.